The Oil Creek and Titusville Railroad is a railroad that goes through the valley that changed the world, the valley that made the discovery of oil in Pennsylvania for the first time. The Oil Creek and Titusville Railroad owns 3 locomotives, 85 being one of them, and this is the one we'll be talking about today. 85 was painted in green for a freight livery, and was bought back in 1999 by the Oil Creek and Titusville Railroad lines. Now, so for some background on 85, she is built by Alco. She is an S2 yard switcher built in 1950, making her 73 years old. 85 was not being used as much as 75 and 3568, and making her looking rusted and old looking. 85 was later repainted in 2022 to match 75 in her cherry livery. Later soon, 3568 would follow suit. She was originally painted black and yellow. This would later unify the Oil Creek and Titusville Railroad's livery to being only cherry brown. There was a lot of photo charters taken for this, which you can find on YouTube, where the videos are on YouTube. Things were looking good for the newly painted 85. Nothing wrong had happened yet. The night of February 8th, a lake-effect snowstorm had hit Titusville, Pennsylvania. Snow was slowly burying the train tracks with underneath. 85 was going to be running on the Fieldmore line on February 9th. Until
more delays this afternoon after ice and snow buildup caused a train to slide off the rails. It happened in the 300 block of South Franklin Street in downtown Titusville. No one was injured and the train remained upright. The derailment happened around noon, and it took crews several hours to remove the locomotive and put it back on the rails. Titusville police spokesperson told us that the line is back open now and traffic, both rail and vehicular, is moving smoothly.
ice and snow had caused the accident. Well, doesn't that sound familiar? I actually have a connection to this derailment. I was in school when it happened. As soon as I was off the bus, my mom was in the car, and I was told to go in the car. She later told me that a derailment had happened, and I did not believe her at the time, until she drove me up to the derailment site at Giant Eagle. And here is the upcoming clip of me filming the derailment.
A snow pile derailed the locomotive, but they don't have an engine to pull all the cars away. So yeah, 3568 is 85, is derailed. So yeah, it's derailed, like the whole chassis, rails, then derailed. They still have it on for some reason. I want to see if I can get to the front view. See if I can get to the front. That is the front. Those are the rails. Derailed. There's the wheels. And look, they didn't even clear it. So basically just off the rails until there. And it couldn't even push because it doesn't meant to do that. So now I'm standing in front of a locomotive off the rails. Video, so
here's a totally accurate derailment map if you would like to see it. 85's train would later have to be pulled by Shambaugh's Towing Company. Shambaugh's Towing Company is a local towing company in Titusville, Pennsylvania, that towed the cars off the line. 75 was getting restored because it had old wheels, and 3568 couldn't run because it technically wasn't owned by the Oil Creek and Titusville Railroad. Here's the derailment site today. You would have never known that there was a derailment there. Well, if you lived in the area. The Oil Creek and Titusville Railroad would later bought 2 snow plows to plow the tracks, so that way a derailment like this will never happen again.